Okay, so I had to combine one class because I had something on just now. I just came back, so I only can do one class. That's why I combine Mandarin and English class students together. I can do it in Mandarin half half and English. So whoever needs extra explanation, 需要我用华语解释的你问我问题，我可以用华语解释，我可以再 further 解释给你啊。So I try to do dual language. Hence, I do 2 hours because it might take some time for me to translate into Mandarin again and then come back to okay. So I hope everybody can focus in these 2 hours as I will try my best to do both language at the same time. But mainly English lah, huh? Everybody understand. That's why I have one class, yeah. Okay. So I think we begin with checking your material. So those who receive your physical book, number one, you have objective 啦，来圈题，这样子的，这样子，OK objective 啊。Now not a lot, but I think at least something for you to try, especially those who don't have books, like you don't buy any books outside, then never mind, then don't have to waste money, just do mine. I give you quite a number of objective. So chapter 1, 2, 3, how many? Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. The only way for you to score objective, we say section A 圈题就是 section A 的部分usually 20 questions. Usually 20 questions. The only way for you to score, right, is not by reading, it's not by studying, it's by doing work. And you need to do one. Don't expect to just bring in your gun and then go into objective and simply tembak your answer. No, you have only 20 questions. You must get 20 over 20. Yeah. You heard me right. 20 over 20. Okay. You must get 20 over 20 in order for your section B and section C to be more relaxed. Because we have higher chances of screwing up section B and section C, the writing one, right? Or better objective. So objective is actually very important to help you and to carry you. So everybody, objective, or we say section A, must do properly. Okay, must score 20 over 20 if you can. How? Do more exercise. Good. Okay, the answers will be available later on in the same place where you download the PDF. So don't worry. Okay, second thing is you have short notes. Short notes like that. Short notes. Okay. Also, chapter 1 to chapter 3. Yeah. So short notes, it's a compressed notes. Those who you were with me back then, Form 1 and Form 2, you've been getting short notes every chapter. So what happened is for new friends, right? If you have not gotten any of my short notes before, short notes, it's a compressed version of my full notes. Everything important is there, but expect to be lesser sentences, lesser words, only important stuff. Okay, so it helps you to shorten your study time. Okay, now Form 3 Chapter 1 is not short lah. Everybody know. Even though I managed to put it into 3 paper, 6 pages, 3 paper. Then Chapter 2, right? Also slightly long chapter. We managed to put it into 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 paper. 2 paper, 4 pages. So it shorten your study time. Okay? Don't sit down, spend 3 hours just to read one chapter from your reference book or from any other sources. You don't know what you're reading, you're just wasting time. Okay, sometimes it's not 100% going into your head. So cut short your study time. Do more work. Okay? Spend more time on doing more exercise. So how to cut short your study time? Read my short notes. Okay? Because actually you don't need to read a lot of things, right? You read a lot of things also no use because the moment you open up your book, you still don't know how to do your exercise. You still don't know how to do it. Then what did you just read just now? Or however many hours time you have spent, it just got wasted. Do you understand? So cut short study time, increase working time. So use my short notes to study. Okay, and finally, of course, you have the writing one, which I need this right now. So can I have your short notes on the left and your exercise on the right? Yeah, this one. Okay. I need 2 of these. Objective, you all keep. You all do next time or later, or you can easily finish within one few days or 1 week. Okay. Now I have chapter 1, 2, 3. Obviously, in 2 hours' time, I don't think I can finish 1, 2, 3. Probably we will do one, maybe two and two half like that. We'll see. Okay. So the extra ones are for you. Yeah. Okay. So of course we want to start with chapter 1 first. Now, just a quick recap on your exam formatting. So you have section A, which is objective. Section B, which is subjective but kindergarten question, easy question. Like drawing line, true, false. This kind of thing. 很简单啊，送分题，每一题只有4分。So actually 4 marks for each question. They are very easy. If you don't know how to fill up these names now, you need to really spend a lot of time reading your basics. So section B is super easy one. Okay, so usually this one 20 marks, this one 20 marks. So these two, you must score full 40 marks. Because it's a kindergarten question. Okay, these two, you need to score 20 and then 20. Because section C is 60 marks, subjective. Also, but medium to difficult question. Okay, 60 marks. So honestly, if you get 40 from here, right, you're quite chill already. For those who are looking just for pass, right, you are done. Section C, close your eyes, sleep, wake up, pass up, 搞定, 40 marks, pass. But if you're looking to get better marks, of course, we're looking for better marks, right? Who wants to just get 40? I don't think you'll be here, right? You are here because you want to get better marks. So the another 60 here, honestly, you get another half of it. 70 already, ma. 70 is a lot, eh. You understand? 30 over 60, half, I'm saying half, that's quite bad, half is bad, You understand? So actually, you all need to know your strategy, how to get marks for your exam. This will be your savior. This difficult. That's why I help you today. We do section C only. Yeah, A, B for you. Understand strategy? Good. That's the game plan, everybody. So today, we go to section C first. For chapter number 1. So I'm going to jump section B to C. You need to turn to... Okay, of course, also I need to choose question because I put a lot. I've already chosen a few. Have I not highlighted the question? Where did I choose the... Okay, I think we do this one first. Question number 9, page number 10. So everybody, I need you all to turn to page number 10. Question number 9 for the writing one, the exercise part. The writing one. Is that okay? For those who don't have your material now, don't worry. Get a paper just to write down, just to get into it together. Okay, good, all good. Like question number 9. Now, as we try to do some exercise, we will also refer from this page, like from your short notes. So you put side by side. Okay. Now, the first part, right, is introduction. This one, not super important, but if you ask me what you need to really read and remember, right, is here lah. Okay. Try to know how to differentiate voluntary and involuntary action. Voluntary means things that you choose to do. Involuntary means things that you cannot choose to do. 就是你有意识你要做的东西，比如说这一些these are things that you want, you can choose and you can decide. 这一些是你不能去选择的，就是一些你不能控制的 action， 心跳呼吸yeah. Okay, so try to remember how to differentiate them, and then also they are controlled by different parts of the brain. Okay, I think this one, and also the flow. The flow is important. Try to memorize 1 to 7. Okay, which I have questions for you to fill up. I think before question 10. Yeah. So this one, the first part, you try to read out the center column. So now I think the question we're looking at is about your eyes. So labelings, basic, nothing I can do about it. You have to memorize because if you don't, then it will be difficult for you to understand what is happening, and all the story that is happening inside. So you need to remember the details. If you need the details teaching of the eyeball, just go to my YouTube and watch my previous video. I have video just to teach about eyeball. Then you can watch the detailed one, okay? So let's focus on the eye one, and then your book is here. Okay, like we will try to read questions and find answers together. So you all need to do it on your own also, okay? Like number one, name four parts of the eye involved in focusing light onto retina. Okay, this means function. Can you all look through all of the parts here? And I need you to find out four parts that are involved in focusing light, or I should say refracting light. Okay? Okay, so I give you 10 seconds. I just need you to read through, look out for four parts of the eye that are to control, to focuses light or to refract light into the eyeball. Okay, so you can look for it now. It's here. 找四个部位是帮你把灯光集中进你的眼睛里面的。哎，tips everybody tips. It must be a transparent part. Must be transparent part. 一定是透明的部分来的啊。OK，来，while you look for it, I need to pump some coffee. If you hear me ching chong ling long, don't worry. I'm just explaining Mandarin another time for those who need extra explanation. Okay, so don't worry. Just ignore my ching chong ling long if you don't understand. Okay, good. Have you all gotten the four parts? Now, the parts that are transparent focuses light, cornea. What else? Focuses light, aqueous humor. Okay. Focuses light, eye lens. Focuses light, vitreous humor. Any more? No more. There you go. Four parts. Then you try exercise and you find answer at the same time. Don't have to read first, then only do exercise. No need. Waste time. Do exercise and read at the same time and find answer at the same time. So now at least you know four of them, right? Everybody. Okay. These are the four parts, transparent parts that are involved in focusing light to retina. Is everybody okay? So I'm showing you how you should do your revision yourself at home without me also, meaning like that. You jump into exercise, read the question, find the answer from my short notes. Okay, then you move on. Next one. One difference between yellow spot and blind spot. Okay, find answer. Like yellow spot, blind spot. Oh, yellow spot is the most sensitive part. Okay, which is right center of the retina here. Yellow spot is the most sensitive part. Blind spot is the least sensitive part. Okay, because no photoreceptor. This one. Let's bring in the comparison. Okay. So basically the highlighted words I mean not the highlighted words, the darker words. They're important. Okay. Like jom. So try to remember, yellow spot is the most sensitive part, blind spot, not sensitive. Okay? Good. So yellow 是正中间，你要记得那个图片yellow 是正中间，然后 blind spot 是下一点点，然后 blind spot 名字都告诉你 blind spot 就是不 sensitive 没有 photoreceptor，然后 yellow spot 是最 sensitive 的，就是很多 photoreceptor。Good. Okay. Those who tried to come in meeting just now cannot. Sorry, I didn't have time to look through all my messages. Because there is actually limit. They say the administration they say got limit. So the seminar total capacity it's full lah basically. So you manage to come in. You manage to come in maybe because someone just dropped out and then you managed to come in. Okay. Um, yeah, just to let you all know why some of y'all got stuck and then cannot come in. Then the messages pop up and say full capacity because there is actually a limit to the entire meeting. Yeah, so just to let you know, and the limit is 1,000 students, so it's already exceeded 1,000 students. So some of you are stuck outside. So don't drop out. If you drop out later, you cannot come in again. Someone else will take up your space. Unfortunately. So that's what happened. Yeah. Um, if we only mention most sensitive to light and not sensitive to light, didn't write about photoreceptor, is it correct? Actually acceptable, but some it depends back to your teacher marking scheme. Some teacher marking scheme will be like, okay, I need you to follow what textbooks say. So meaning you need to have da, 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 all the way here. Or maybe these two. Then this one alone, okay. So at the end of the day, right, it's up to your teacher. You understand? But if you ask me, one comparison will be good, not sensitive, and most sensitive. Is that okay? Yeah. To answer questions about this, I think some of you are asking. Sorry, I can't read through one by one. I just have to quickly look through. Okay. Yeah. Then, okay. Cool. Everybody, shall we move on? C. Complete the diagram to show how light enter the eye and draw the image on the retina. Okay. So we need to learn also how to draw the light ray. It actually belongs to this part, like that one. But it's okay. We can draw now at the question together. So I need you all to grab your ruler for those who have your book. If you do not have, never mind, you wait for us. I need your ruler. I need your pencil. Okay, so how do we draw? So basically you want to reach your retina and then we label image. That's it, very simple. So can you grab your ruler and your pencil? You just want to hit the middle part here. Is this middle enough? Agak-agak only lah. It's okay, agak-agak. Agak-agak. No, this is a bit too low. Agak-agak, and then you want to draw the arrow and then you label image. Oh, we should draw the candle also, right? Wait. Let me figure out if we should draw. I think we should, right? Okay, if that's the case, come. We have to redraw again. I'm sorry, you use pencil. I got the redraw. Okay, so we need to have the candle behind. Let me trace the candle. Okay, I need the candle to be here, but it will be a terbalik candle, right? Because image form on your eyeball will be real inverted, diminish. Real means it forms on your retina. Inverted means like now, terbalik. And then real means what's the one? Sorry, diminish means become smaller. So I want it to become slightly smaller than the original candle. So you draw behind of the eyeball, and then we cross like that. So if question want you to draw this, right, they will show you a simpler like object, like a candle is simple to draw. Takkan they draw like a elephant here. Then you need to replicate another elephant. No lah. So should be this way. Okay. Then make sure you draw your arrows and make sure you label your image at the end. Okay, good. So then that also brings us to the three characteristics below. Remember what I said just now? So the image must be real, like I show you. Mm, where did you go to? Smaller retina. Where did I put my... Yeah, okay. So inverted, smaller, the characteristics of your image. Okay, inverted and become smaller, and also called real. Real means it forms behind of the eyeball. Okay, on your retina. So these are the three standard characteristics. So you try to remember, it's always this answer. Yeah, real means it must be behind here on your retina. Inverted means 的把雷调转啊 real 的意思就是要 form 在后面，放在 你的 retina. Inverted 的把雷啊调转 diminish means become smaller than the original 变小，它的 size 变小叫 diminish. Okay, try to remember 啦。Then if you're done drawing, then we go to page 11, yeah? Okay, let's go. Next page, shall we? Is diminish spell like this? What's the spelling? Oh, missing H. Diminished. Yeah, missing H. Diminished. Can only write one characteristics is one mark. Yeah. Actually, if you write extra, it's okay. I'm just giving you all three of them. But because question already say three, you must write all three. Lor. If question didn't say how many, give you one mark only, you write one is okay. Yeah, if question didn't say how many, question just say give you one mark, then you just write one. But when question says three, although is one mark, you also have to write all three. Okay, good. Is it correct if we write smaller instead of diminished? If you want to write smaller, then you have to write smaller than the size of the object. That one very long. I don't suggest. Okay. OK。Aiden, 你要快点哦，我不要等哦，我们很多东西要做。You all got to be fast Don't wait until I want to scroll, then you all say haven't finished. You all got to be fast. Okay. Go, go, go. Let's go. We need to move to the next one. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, cool. Right. Next, what will happen to the eye lens when someone look at distance object, then look at nearby? Wait, what? Look at distance, then look at nearby. So question is asking for eye lens. You know your eye lens can become thicker and thinner, right? Your eye lens can actually become thicker and thinner. So in order to focus on this one, okay, eye lens, in order to focus on distance object versus near object, you have to change your thickness. Okay, so this is how you want to remember. In order to look at distance object, means far away, your eye lens has to become thin. Yeah. Okay, in order to focus nearby object, like now you're looking at your computer lah, you're looking at your book lah, you're looking at whatever you're looking at now, then it has to be thick. So remember, to look at far object, long distance, you have to be thin. So remember thin and long. If you want to look at long distance, long, then thin. If you want to look at near distance, short distance, they have to be thick. So long, thin. Okay, long, thin, short, and thick. So try to remember that. If you want to look at far, long distance, it has to be thin. If you want to look at near, or we say short distance, it has to be thick. 可以吗？长长就会是要薄的，OK，厚的就会要是短距离的。Okay, so now question says, look at distance and then look at nearby. Means this one and then this one. The sequence will be thin to thick. Yeah. changes from thin to thick. Okay, that's how your eye lens will work for you to focus, yeah. Okay, shall we? State the difference between size of pupil in diagram above and explain which eye is under low light situation. Okay, so size of pupil, difference in size of pupil. First mark. Second mark, explain which eye is under low light. That will cost you another 2 marks. So you all look at marks, yeah. 3 marks means you explain 3 points. So the first thing is compare the size. I think this is super easy, right? Look at your pupil. This is your pupil. Okay. So obviously, pupil in A is smaller than pupil in B. Can you all start with that sentence? Super easy. Yeah. 它要你 compare A 跟 B 的瞳孔大小。很明显啊，图片看得到啊，说这个是小的，这个是大的，说只要你有讲到 A 是小的，B 是大的就可以了啊。Size of pupil，你要用 size of pupil 来讲。So I need everybody to start with your first sentence. The size of pupil in situation A is smaller than the size of pupil in situation B, or you can just say situation B has bigger size of pupil than situation A. Honestly, grammar doesn't matter. Keep it short and simple. Okay. Don't burn your brain cells for grammar. You should use your brain cells for science. English wise, try your best. Okay, just keep it short and simple. Now, are you okay with the first one? Like everybody go, go, go. First sentence. Then we discuss the next part, the second and third mark. Okay, ready? For the second one, explain which eye under low light. So which one is under low light? Low light means in the dark. So in the dark, your pupil have to open right? You cannot see so your pupil have to open up to let more light in. So obviously B is in the dark. Okay, B is in low light. Number 2. Number 3, why B open so big for what? Oh, so that more light can come into the eye or can reach the retina. Okay, so second point, B is low light. Third point, because enlarge to allow more light enter the eye or into the retina. So that's second and third point, okay? Okay, nice, jump. I mean, the first one you already done, you all should start from here, assuming that you have done your first sentence. I put pupil B size larger to allow more light enter the eye in the dark environment. Will this answer be accepted? More light enter the eye in dark environment. Allow more light to enter the eye. Can the main point is allow more light to enter. Okay, good, everybody. Shall we go to G? Explain how eye controlling size of pupil can prevent damage. Okay, is to echo the previous question, meaning how controlling your size of pupil help you from damaging. Because when too much light enter, it can actually burn your retina. 太多光进来啊，你的那个视网膜，你的那个 retina 会受伤的。So you have to control the size so that you get the correct amount of light to enter. Just like camera, if you all know camera stuff, you all take picture with bigger aperture or like shorter, slower shutter speed. That means you allow more light, right? Then your picture become like boom, white color, cannot see. You understand? So that's to protect your eye lah, basically. So situation A is smaller than B is. So basically pupil of situation B is in low light situation. Why am I getting the same answer again? What happened to my answer? Okay, sorry. I think was the was the wrong one. Okay, I gotta rewrite for you. Okay, I cannot change it. Okay, you know. Okay, so when it's high intensity, how we close off? High intensity means very bright. High intensity means 很亮啊。我们关小一点啊。Okay, so 来pupil, why so big one? Okay, pupil of the eye decrease in size when under high intensity of light. Okay, decrease in size when it is under high intensity of light. For what? For what? To prevent excessive means too much, or you can actually write too much if you don't remember the word excessive. Okay, to prevent excessive light or too much light from entering the eye and damage retina. Okay. Isn't it 3 marks? Why do you only have 2 sentences? So the marks and the sentences are not related. Doesn't mean I have 3 marks, then I must have 3 sentences. 3 marks means I must have 3 points. Let me show you. Number one, A smaller than B, first mark. Okay. Which I under low light intensity? Pupil B under low light intensity, second mark, and explain why. So my explanation is the third part here. So that I've got 3 points here. So 3 marks. Yeah, is that okay? So it doesn't go by like how many sentences. You must have the important explanation or the important part. Can I write the intensity of light is higher? The pupil becomes smaller to avoid more light enter the eye and protect the eye for question G. Current question, right? Intensity of light is higher. The pupil becomes smaller to avoid more light. Can also, but maybe your teacher will how to say pick on the word more light. To avoid more light, it's better to write to avoid too much light or to avoid excessive light, not to avoid more light. So maybe teacher will look out for parts like that. Okay. That's not grammar. That's not grammar. That's basically the proper way of saying is too much, too much, too much, or excessive. Not more like, yeah. You have to agak lah. If you know your school teacher a bit strict on marking, then be careful of all the keywords that you all need to use. Okay, so H, shall we? How can you protect your eye and your sight? This one belongs to the short-sightedness and long-sightedness part. I show you. I move in 5 more seconds. I show you where to get it. Okay. Should be from limitation of sight. No. Oh, it's not here, is it? I don't remember if I have it here. Like race. No, I don't think I have it. It's in my full notes rather than my short notes. Um, it's here. Okay, this part. Okay, like very small part lah, so it's not in the short notes. Okay, so any answer regarding protecting your eye is okay, but don't write weird answers ah. Okay, so if you want choices, these are the choices that we can use. For example, like wear glasses when you have vision defect, or do not look at your screens in the dark, or wear sunglasses outdoor. Okay, something like that. Good. Or read with the proper distance. Like we shouldn't watch television too near. Should not read your books too near, or should not use your phone too near. That kind of thing lah, huh? Okay. So whichever you choose, up to you. This is my example of answer. Prevent online class scam. Oh, that sounds good. Bye, Jared. Kick you out. You try lah. See if your teacher allow this answer. You good, everybody? Okay. Then, of course, I have a few more questions about I. You all can try on your own. My job is just to bring you through each of the parts. So question 10 is also about I. I don't think I need to do this lah. I'll leave this to you lah. You good? Okay. I think we shall try question 11. Okay, question 11. So if you're done, can you jump to page 14, question 11? I will move in 10 more seconds. 老师 smoking can protect me because smoking contains a lot of chemicals, right? You all learn in chapter 2. So those chemicals will go into your blood vessels in your eyeball, then will affect your eye. So smoking is bad for everything because the chemical will go into all your blood vessels. So then that's bad for the parts. Yeah. How about avoiding exposure of too bright environment and situation? Protect eye, avoiding exposure to too bright environments and situation. Can also lah. Meaning like spotlight lah. If under the sun, no choice one ma, huh? If you are saying like spotlight shining or like torchlight shining to your light, can also. Where can we get answer for these notes? You will get answer in the same QR code. Okay, cool. Right. So I'm gonna jump that question. Can we go to 11? Okay, line 11. Okay, it's a mixture of different senses, I guess. We start with eyes first, then I can see there's skin going on. Yeah, okay. So diagram below shows an old woman reading newspaper. She finds that the word all blurry while reading without wearing her glasses. Okay, so reading but blurry. Like what defect? Speaking about defect, you all can turn to defect. This one. Short or long sightedness. Grandparents or maybe your daddy, mommy, when they read near, they cannot one more, they have to push far away, or they have to wear reading spectacles, right? Let's say without spectacles lah. Near cannot read right? So you got to remember, near cannot read, but can read far, right? So the name of the defect is always opposite of the real defect. You know what I'm saying? Like when we say, oh, I got short-sightedness. What do you mean by short-sightedness? I got short-sightedness means I can short-sighted. I can sight short. But my real problem is not short-sightedness. My real problem is I cannot see far away, right? Those who wear spectacles, you cannot see far away, right? But you call yourself short-sightedness. 明白我的意思吗？近视，华语叫做我视到近的东西，我视不到远的东西，所以我叫我自己近视。我戴眼镜，因为我近视。No，我在告诉你我看到的东西。 我真正看不到的东西是远的东西。So always think the opposite answer. Okay, grandmother cannot read near, cannot read near, can read far. So the answer should be, okay, long sightedness. Yeah, it's always opposite. The problem, the name of the problem is actually opposite of the problem. That's, that's very confusing sometimes. Okay, near object appear blurry. I cannot read newspaper. Okay, so I cannot read near things, but I can see far things. So my problem is actually called long-sightedness. But my problem is I cannot read near things. You all get it? So since it is long-sightedness, meaning my problem is eye lens too thin, eyeball too short, opposite of the word. When I say long-sightedness, I can see near things. Sorry, I can see far things, I cannot see near things. My eye lens is too thin, opposite. Eyeball is too short, opposite. It's confusing if you confuse yourself, but if you want to memorize this way, this will be the easiest way to memorize everything, just go opposite answer. So the answer is long-sightedness, everybody, long-sightedness. Okay, so like you write down your answer, long-sightedness for the first one. Okay, what if short, long both together? That's called 老花. That's called presbyopia, which is old people. They have both together. That's called 老花 in Mandarin. It happens to old people both together. Okay, how can this problem be overcome? Okay, so long-sightedness, you must use what lens? Long-sightedness, you must use wear spectacles with convex, right? This one, like a magnifying glass. Okay, like a magnifying glass. So convex, answer is convex. Wear glasses with convex lens. Okay, wear glasses with convex lens. Is astigmatism means both? No, astigmatism is refraction of light got problem. Refraction of light issue with the cornea is not long and short combined. They're different things. 老师，你有老花吗？我没有老花，不过我有我有我有眼花，没有老花。My cornea got issue also. So 不是老花，老花 is both together. Okay, good. Why do I keep coming back to the notes in the wrong page? This one should be okay. Like, jump, next one. But by the way, since we're here, okay, so the opposite will be short-sightedness, will be majority of us, I guess, those who wear spectacles. 有近视的人，你叫做 short-sightedness, 你叫做近视. Meaning you can see near things, you cannot see far things. So what happened to your eye? Your eye lens is too thick. Opposite answer. Your eyeball is too long. Opposite answer. Okay, so what do you wear? You wear concave. Those who are wearing spectacles, that's called concave. You good? Okay, astigmatism. It's basically uneven curvature of cornea. So cornea should be nice one like that. But then your cornea may be like that. Meaning the curve is not nice. Yeah, so the refraction of light become very bad. So everything you see become very like bright. The light is so shining to you, is so glaring to your eye. 很抢眼啊，我们华语叫做很耀眼啊，哇，too bright, like the lights are just everywhere. That's called astigmatism. Okay, three of them. Three eye defect. Okay, just to wrap up the eye defect part. So next, diagram below shows braille symbol on the skin. And you all see this one, you all know for what lah? For the blind. So they have to read through their fingertips. Explain why blind use fingertips instead of palm. Like, excuse me. Okay, the question is actually comparison. Comparison. Yeah. So why fingertips instead of palm? So basically, this is to talk about skin, everybody. So we all know that your fingertips falls under the very sensitive part of your body compared to less sensitive part. Right. So fingertips is memang here. So number one, Fingertip. Very sensitive. 搞掂咯, see? Straight away. I don't have to explain a lot. Right? Here is your answer. Number one. Why? Why very sensitive? Because there is large number of touch receptor. See? Settle. 1 mark, 2 marks. It's all from here. 1 mark, 2 marks. Okay, then we combine into sentence. Okay? There you go. Astigmatism 是散光 right? Yes. Astigmatism in Mandarin 叫散光，没有错，散光。Fingertips have thin layer of skin epidermis and contain more number of receptor. Can you anyway? You just need one You just need one explanation That one consider two already. Your first mark must be this one. The first mark must be this. Then second mark got two reasons. You choose either one. Remember I show you in your show notes the thin epidermis or a large number of receptor, either one. Okay. I wrote epidermis of fingertip is more thinner. Maybe you write is thinner lah. Change a bit the grammar, compared to palm. Is that okay? Yes, that is okay. That is okay for the second one, but your first one, you still need to talk about this. Why fingertip? Because fingertip sensitive. Then the reason is what you wrote lah. But you change to thinner lah. Don't want to write more thin. Can I write fingertip has smaller surface area than the palm square? What? Really? No lah, cannot. It's not about surface area. If your bum bum, if your buttock is sensitive like your fingertip, you also can use your bum bum to feel the briar, right? No lah, don't want to write surface area lah. It's more on sensitive or not sensitive. And then the reason is more touch receptor and thinner epidermis. Can I write more touch receptors instead of a lot of touch receptors? Can, no problem. Can I just write thin layer of epidermis? You mean for the second one, right? Can. Either this one or about thin epidermis. Either one 都可以。有2个答案可以选你要讲 a lot of receptors 或者你要讲很薄也是可以 up to you. Don't have to do both. Thinner layer of skin can. Wait, no, sorry, cannot. Most of your school teacher don't allow thinner skin. You have to write epidermis. Yes, must write epidermis. Because you are in Form 3, you're learning epidermis. You cannot write skin anymore. Skin is the whole thing, right? Okay, next one. What is the organ to taste? What is this? Is this 3 marks for you? What do you taste with? Your armpit, man. Of course, some people will write mouth, right? Mouth. I mean, you're not wrong lah. But for you to taste, not really your mouth should be your tongue like go tongue. Okay, like next page. Question number 2. What will happen if men experience cold and unable to smell as usual? Explain your answer. Oh, this one very usual answer, right? Okay. So what happened if men experience, we are still under the same question. If the person has cold, what happened based on makan now? So by the way, under tongue, under sense of smell and under tongue together one lah. Okay, they belongs to the same part. So basically, when you have too much of mucus, flu, too much mucus, the particles cannot reach your receptor. Okay, so like how do we break down the marks? Number 1, cold means too much mucus. Point number 1. When the person has cold, too much mucus is produced. The first one. Okay, so second, when too much mucus means the chemical cannot reach the receptor. Can Cannot reach the receptor means cannot smell and means cannot taste well as well. Because what you eat now is actually half your nose, half your tongue. Your nose tell you nice first, then only your tongue, oh yeah, nice. You understand? You smell first, then only you taste. Okay. Yeah, direction, everybody. You okay with direction? Number one, which is too much mucus. Number two, chemicals cannot reach the receptor. No smell, no taste. Okay, well, of course, we form sentence. Okay, so like it sounds like that. Okay, so what happened to the man? The food seems tasteless. When you have flu, not nice to eat, right? Like no taste, right? Because what? Too much mucus or excessive mucus is produced. Prevents smell from reaching the receptor. So cannot detect smell, food not nice. Okay. Not cannot eat. Cannot eat is so different. Cannot eat means, I don't know, maybe mouth problem or I don't know. Cannot eat is different. So better don't write cannot eat. Then the sequence of taste and sequence of smell, you also need to memorize. I give you step already in your short notes, then you'll just memorize the sequence, okay? Sequence from chemical enter the nasal cavity, all the way. Same goes to the tongue. The chemical dissolve in the saliva and all the way. Yeah. Can I write like mucus is too thick, block the nasal cavity? You can say mucus is too thick, but you cannot say block the nasal cavity. You should say the other way around. The chemicals cannot reach the receptor. You don't say block the nasal cavity. OK? 可以只写 keyword 吗？当然是不可以咯。You have to still explain in sentence a bit. 简单句子好吗？如果你不是很自信来造句的话，简单就好，不用好像我这样要 combine。OK? You good? Can you repeat the process of how we smell? Jotty, do you have my short notes? Is there though? I want to show you, but other people copying. So maybe you want to look at your short notes. You have your short notes? The steps is at the nose and the tongue page. Do we write Oh, it's American spelling and British spelling, up to you. But if you follow British, we follow textbook British is MUCOUS. If you follow American, is MUCUS. But doesn't matter one, can both English. That is fine. Okay, everybody, jump D. Diagram below shows the quarry worker at construction site. Quarry worker, they work laborers job. State the sensory organ that possibly affected due to the activity. Drilling. What senses affected? Your skin. Because you keep drilling. So obvious, right? What is affected, of course, is your ear lor. Right? Noisy. Okay, so answer is ear lor. Like ear. Eyes dust particles. Okay, not bad. Okay, but ear, right, everybody? All right, next one. Explain how quarry worker at construction site lost the sensitivity of his sensory organ and suggest device that can help. Why they lose their sensitivity? Number one. Number two, what can we do? What they can use to help? Okay, number one, why you lose your sensitivity? Because you've been hearing loud noises for a long time. Have you all been to like music places, music festival, or like concerts? If you have been to, after listening to loud sound and loud music for so long, suddenly you come out of the place, right? You will have partial deafness, like everything become very soft to your ear. Huh? Huh? I cannot, can you speak louder? Right? So something like that. If you expose to loud noise for a long time, you will lose your sensitivity. So number one, loud noises. Okay. Number two, what can we do? I think it's called the muffler lah. Okay, depends what you want, which direction you want to say. If you say like at the moment they are working, they should wear a muffler. But in our syllabus, I think we are talking about if you have problem of hearing, what device do you use afterwards? Then there will be hearing aids. Okay. I mean like maybe 10 years later, you realize that, oh, I cannot listen to noise, like listen properly anymore. Then there will be hearing aids. Okay? Okay. So like, because they listen to loud noise continuously. Noise lah, or sound also can continuously. Exposed to high HZ of sound can. No, high HZ means high pitch. This is not high pitch. This is not high pitch. So that's a wrong answer lah, I would say. So it should be loud noises, not high frequency, low frequency. High frequency, low frequency will not cause you to lose sensitivity. It's about the loudness. It's not about high pitch, low pitch. It's about the amplitude of the sound. Huh? Okay, good. This is a standard question where teacher try to combine everything. Do you realize what are we doing? The current question that we just finished is actually starting from eye all the way to your skin, then to your tongue, then to your ear. Then, in exam, they try to ask a bit here and there. So you need to kind of know every of your senses. Okay. Question 12 is purely about ear. I'll skip that. Help yourself. I think we go to which one should we try? Should we go to page 16? Page 16, question 13. Like moving in another 5 seconds. Page 16, question 13. So write hearing aid or muffler in exam. I think both acceptable, depends what you want to write. Both is okay. But if you want to be safe, we better write what syllabus give us, which is hearing aid. Because muffler memang not in your syllabus to avoid wrong answers. Okay, let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can I say headphones for the device? I think you meant muffler. Headphone means like you listen to song. That's called headphones. The correct thing is called muffler, which is no music one. Yeah. Can write exposed to loud sound in a long time. Can continuously means long time same 号称 what was the question that I want to try? Okay, like question 13, page 16. Question 13, page 16. Okay, can you all start? A1, super easy. Two structure not involved in hearing, listening. Not involved in listening. Where? Like this is the ear. Can you all find out your answer? Two parts that are not involved in listening. Okay, go, go, go. Please figure out. Okay, you good? I think I purposely put it in color for you, also can see lor. Here. Ta-da. Okay, eustachian tube and semicircular canal. Not involved in hearing. Totally nothing to do with hearing. Okay, so let everybody got your spelling. Go, go, go. Okay, Okay, like next one. Jacob is acrobatic who likes to balance on a rope. Okay, balancing. Explain how the part of the ear helped James to successful in his performance. Okay, so since we are here, which one is about balancing leh? Oh, can find? Okay, there you go. That's a semicircular canal. Okay, yeah. So, semicircular canal is first mark. Then second mark, control body balance. Meaning you need to write the part 1 mark. You need to write the function 1 mark. So 2 marks in total. Okay, so combine together here. Okay, I mean, I just copy exactly. Um, why my ear got the yellow thing whenever I dig it? Is it poop? That's called earwax. Earwax. 你的耳息 earwax. That's normal. That's to help you to filter dirty things. Uh, doesn't hearing it help you to listen? Yeah, wait, you mean just now the question, Yen Yen? Okay, because the question was they lose their hearing already, ma. They've been working there for so many years. They have problems with their sensitivity. So what can we do to help? You wear hearing aids? I don't think the question is asking during the work. 他不是在问你在做工的当中可以做什么，他应该是说他们已经不 sensitive 了，我们现在可以做什么？我们就可以戴那个助听器，这样子的意思，right? Can eat or no? What kind of question? Can, of course. Everything also can eat, ma. Can eat. You try, you spread on your bread, tastes even nicer. You dig it out and you spread on your bread. True bread. Yum. Bro. Okay, question B, everybody. Reynold likes to study while wearing, well, when you can spread on the bread means there's a lot. Can you imagine the amount of, can you imagine the amount of earwax you need to have in order to spread on the bread? Okay, anyway, Reynold likes to study while wearing earphone with loud music for a long, almost the same thing. Yeah, music for a long time. Explain the effect. Okay, so same like just now. If you listen to loud music for a long time, you may, what happened? You may damage your eardrums. Okay. You may damage your eardrums. What else? You may damage your cochlea. Okay. Okay, first mark. Damage what is 1 mark. Damage eardrum, damage cochlea. I think these are the 2 parts that can damage due to loud noise. Second mark. What happened if you damage? So there's 2 types of deafness, if you remember. Do I have it here? Let me check. Okay, so basically, not really. Human can hear sound frequency between 20 to 20. When a person get older frequency, defect ways of correcting them. Pash. Can damage the ear due to infection, microincident injury, aging, and process of continuous. Okay, got la, here la. Continuous exposure to loud noise lah. Okay, you can either damage the cochlea, the eardrum. Loud noise cannot really damage your middle ear. I don't think so. Also, nerve will not be damaged. Only places that can do vibration, loud noise can damage. Okay, so then it will cause temporary deafness. Like just now I say loud music, when you go to concert, you may come out with temporary deafness, means everything becomes so soft. You need some time to adjust back. Okay. He will become deaf. I don't think we will become deaf by just listening to loud music lah. So we don't write deaf. Uh, um, I mean, at least we write temporary deafness lah. I feel lah. Even permanent deafness, I feel less likely. Temporary lah, I think. Not permanent deaf lah. experience hearing loss. Can Daniel 那个就是你的后面 the second part of your answer. Can I say lose sensitivity of hearing? Let me see. I think Shishan, I think that one better for the second half. The first half you still need to say like, okay, it causes damage to the ear. Lose sensitivity of hearing, I think you put it behind the second half as your explanation, okay? Does partial hearing loss work? Wait, what's partial hearing loss? Partial hearing loss. You mean partial deafness lah? Can also lah. Can also. Damage eardrums can damage eardrums. My sister, my sister asked if can write eardrum will hurt. No. That one for Form 1 maybe. We Form 3 already. We say damage eardrums. Okay. My England not so good. Never mind. My England also not powerful. Don't worry. Simple sentence will do. Like next, the parts. Circle parts involved in hearing process. Wait, what? Involved in hearing process? Huh? Every part also? Oh, except for eustachian and semicircular, you don't circle. You circle the another two parts that are involved in hearing. Okay, can we figure out? So, this is eustachian tube. This is eardrum. This is semicircular. This is all clear. Okay, so once you are better at the labeling, your life will be a lot easier. So the parts that are involved in hearing process, meaning L and K, semicircular K, no? And eustachian is not involved, right? Is that correct? Yeah, I think. Why it sounds confusing to me at the first? I think correct. Yeah, hearing ma, okay, correct. Hearing not the opposite. Okay, good. L 不是 nerve. L 不是 nerve. Is it nerve? You think it's nerve? Or it's not pointing to. Actually can be also because nerve is like here, right? Not so clear. Yeah, I think the lines are not reaching the cochlea. Am I right? Okay, I think maybe it's not reaching at the cochlea yet. So can be nerve lah, just saying, but that's not what we need. So you can circle K and L, then can really, okay? The question says one part. Oh yeah, one part only. Oh, okay, one part only. You circle one part. Okay, circle one part in exam, but now you got two answers, okay? Explain the effect if part K punctured, like eardrum punctured. What do you think? Punctured. Now, scientific answer, you don't give me non-scientific. You be, I will hear a boom shakalaka. I will hear a boom sound. No, we need scientific answers. Do you know the function of eardrum? Do you remember the function of eardrum? Eardrum is for what? Eardrum is to change sound wave into bzz, 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 into vibration and then send to your ossicles. Correct or not? This part is to change waves into vibration. So if eardrum is damaged, meaning the vibration cannot change from sound into vibration into the middle ear. You must send the vibration into the middle ear. So basically, we are writing the function, but we write the cannot in front. Are you getting me? This is scientific answer, science answer, not logical thinking, kindergarten, funny. you think you funny, that kind of answer. So this one have to study lor, right? Have to study lor. Okay, so meaning cannot send the sound vibration into the middle ear lah, or cannot transfer the sound wave into vibration into the middle ear. So you cannot hear sound if punctured, or actually very soft. Can hear like even though your eardrum is punctured, in reality you still can hear a little bit of sound, but super super soft. Okay. Um, sound wave cannot be converted into vibration, leading to permanent deafness. Mm, vibration. Nicholas, I think you write sound wave cannot be converted into vibration. Then you must also add on to this one, and cannot be transferred to middle ear. Because you're like in between, right? So the outside you cannot convert, the inside you cannot transfer. Can I write deafness? Uh, actually can lah. Can. Deafness can. To the ossicles. Can. Elaine, yes. You want to change to the from the middle ear to the ossicles. Can also can. Because middle ear, the first part is ossicles. All good, everybody? Question B, shall we? All right. While traveling on a hilly road, Jeremy feels pain in his ear as the car moves upwards. Oh, not just hilly roads, could be going up the elevator, could be in the aeroplane. Everyone experienced this before. As the higher you go, you feel pain. Suggest two ways to overcome. Okay lah, memang you don't find this answer from your textbook lah. But what do we do when we feel ear pressure? So when you in the aeroplane or you go up somewhere high, you swallow your 口水. Yes, correct. You swallow your saliva. You swallow your saliva. What else? You can do yawning motion. You open up your jaw, right? You open up your jaw. Okay. Or you can write drinking water or eating something or eating chewing gum. Okay lah. Don't have to be so niche lah. Don't have to be so niche lah. You just have to write like either swallowing something or yawning motion. Okay. Good. Because that's to help you to equalize the pressure in your eustachian tube. Eustachian tube. Okay? Eustachian tube. So when you do this jaw motion, it helps you to equalize, open up the tube so the air can move in and out. Explain how the pain occur. Okay, so like very simple. This one a bit on your air pressure theory. When you go up, what happened? Pressure increase or pressure decrease? You all learn in chapter 2 also, form 3 chapter 2. The higher you go, the lower the pressure. Okay? The higher you go, the lower the pressure. Why? Because the higher you go, the lesser the air, the thinner the air. Okay? Good? Now, so higher pressure inside, inside than the outside. Because your ear were at sea level, so your ear is at sea level pressure. But as you go up, right, your head becomes like a balloon. Inside is increasing pressure. So it pushes your eardrum out. That's why you feel the pain. Okay? Right. As you go up, pressure decrease. 1 mark. Pressure decrease is your main point. Number 2, your ear higher pressure than outside. So pain. Okay. Simple sentence. Simple sentence. Good. Again, your keyword is when you go up, pressure decrease. Number 2, inside your ear, high pressure than outside. So ear pain. Okay. See, if it's 1.5 hours, I couldn't even finish chapter one. Chapter one is just crazy. Like, so many different questions to do. Um, let's go to 21 if you're done, like page 21. Okay, page 21, question 18. 老师 is exam hard B. What is hard B? Hard? Exam hard? Of course lah. Okay, let's go in 10 more seconds. Page 21. Page 21. Okay, let's go. Okay, jom. Now, all this you try lah, all this you try lah, huh? You try, huh? You try. Because I can't do like every question with you. So can we jump to this one? Okay. Like this one. Stereoscopic and monocular. Remember, there's this part about animal. Stereoscopic, monocular here. Okay. Yeah. Page number 6 of your short notes. Okay, like, what is this? This is eagle. Eagle. What is the importance of the type of vision? Wait, eagle is what vision? Eagle is stereoscopic or monocular. So how we know? Look at where the eyeball is. Look at where the eyeball is. If the eyeball is at the front, yeah, if the eyeball is at the front, that will be stereo. Okay, stereo. If the eyeball is at the side, it will be mono. So obviously, this guy here is a stereo. Well, that's not even the answer because the question is not asking the name of the eye, the stereoscopic vision, the type of vision. The question is asking for why important for survival, meaning the function. The function. Okay, why important? Because stereo, right, allow you to catch your prey accurately. Okay, allow you to estimate, judge the distance, the size of the prey accurately so you can hunt your prey. So basically it's this one and this one combined lah, into the answer. Okay, like, there you go. Why the arrow draw like monocular? A bit, a bit like monocular, But I think the field is here, lah. Stopped here, like that. So it's not really very mono, lah. Still quite stereo. Mono is almost all the way back here. Like that, mono, bigger. So it's still consider quite stereo, lah. Okay, you good? Okay, what type of animal, predator or prey, is most like, chair, so easy. So obviously, this is a predator lah. Eagle ma, eagle is a predator. Okay, right? So I think the question is asking for this one, prey or predator. So the answer is predator. As long as overlap a bit means stereo. Actually, no matter stereoscopic or monocular animal, right, there is overlap part. The purple color part is overlap. The purple color part is overlap. It's just bigger or smaller. So overlap is stereo. Yes, correct. The sides are mono. Even you and me, we stereo, but we still have mono part. We also got mono part. Just that which one is more overlapped. Okay, so there you go. Predator. And what type of vision of human? Of course, the same type. It's called stereoscopic vision. Stereoscopic vision. Okay. Okay. Then same goes to mono lah. You all read through mono also. Yeah, you all read through mono. Opposite answer. Okay. Mono are good at bigger field of vision. 他们可以看广一点，呀，他的视野能够看多一点。Can see more, wider field of vision. That's their advantage. But their disadvantage is they cannot see, they cannot estimate distance accurately, which is the opposite of stereoscopic. Stereo can estimate, but their field of vision is smaller. Okay. Okay. Limitation of sight, everybody. Limitation of sight. So we have, where is it? Okay, we have optical illusion and blind spot. So blind spot just now we mentioned lah, because the part of the retina is not sensitive to light. Okay, but now optical illusion, not problem with your eye. It's actually problem with your brain. Your brain is unable to interpret. Not your eye problem, your brain problem. Your brain try to act smart. Okay, like question. What limitation of sight? Obviously, this is not blind spot lah. We just talk about it. So the answer is optical illusion. Okay. Describe the factor that causes, like why someone gets problem of optical illusion there. Your answer is this one. The whole thing, the whole thing. The brain is unable to accurately interpret the object. Okay, due to distraction. This one, straight away, like the next one, everybody. Number 2, D2. Use this answer. Okay. If you are the animal with monocular, you most likely don't have to perceive depth, right? Because if you see predator, then you start running. If you see it close or far, also don't matter. I mean, yeah, they don't need to be sharp. They just need to detect earlier and run first. But the problem is when they run, they cannot run properly also because they cannot estimate distance. They might not be so good at escaping and avoiding obstacles. They might knock into stones, rocks, tree. Yeah, give and take lah. Advantage, disadvantage. Is everybody okay? The answer is here. Your D2. Can you all go to D3 also? Give another example of human limitation of sight. I mean, are we at the same page now? So other than optical illusion, another one is called blind spot. So donkey number 3, everybody. The answer is blind spot. Okay, blind spot. Okay, is everybody following? Yeah? Good. Okay, then I think the animal one done lah. We do plants lah. We go for plants. 24 lah. Page 24. Page 24. Let's do plants. Tropism, everybody. Tropism. I will move in 5 seconds. For number 3, can also say as astigmatism. No, astigmatism, short-sightedness, and long-sightedness is called defect. Defect. Defect means problem. Limitation is different from defect. Limitation is you born like that. We human have limitations, different. So limitation is limitation. Defect is defect. Defect is problem. Different. Okay. Okay. Plants. Let's go, everybody. Plants. Page 24, question 21. Speaking about plants, I can be quite certain that you should have one plant question one lah. Plant is actually quite important because everyone don't like ma. Then your teacher will want to ask things that you don't like and things that you all don't study. So plants actually quite important one. So make sure you understand properly. So we have two types here. We have trapezium versus nestic movement. The first four here are trapezium. The first one, trapezium. Nestic movement only got one. Okay, nestic movement, it's only for our mimosa, okay, which is sensitive to touch. So the name is called nestic movement. Okay, good. Or we say seismonestic lah. Okay, so trapezium versus nestic, what's the differences? So trapezium, right, it's a directional response. Means I will always look for sunlight, I will look for gravity, I will look for water, I will climb up. There's always direction for me. Okay. Number two, it's basically a permanent thing to do. I will always look for sunlight, I will always look for gravity, always look for water, always climb up. So it's a permanent thing. Okay. You good? Now, nestic is actually the other way around. Nestic, no direction. Okay, like mimosa, if you touch the leaf will close. Yeah, no matter where you touch, close. No direction. Number two, it's not permanent. After 7 minutes, I will open up my leaves. So it's not permanent. They're opposite each other. Is that okay? Okay, so remember trapezium tree, all four of them, they are sensitive to different things, light, gravity, water, touch. You must know which part is positive. Positive means they want to go to, they grow towards that part. That's called positive. So their roots will always go to gravity, positive geotropism. The roots will always be positive water hydrotropism, and then the shoots will always be positive phototropism. And the reason why is here we will come back if we need to. Okay, like Mr. Hassan has a grape farm. He noticed that there is a special structure that enables the grapes to coil around. Okay, so you know this is climbing, right? Can you name the structure? What's the coil part called? Do we have it here? The coil part, by the way, climbing up, it's under what trapezium? Climbing belongs to take more trapezium. What is the part that is curling around? Okay, it's called tendrils, everybody. Tendrils. take more trapezium 攀爬，只要是攀爬的都会是 take more trapezium。OK 吗？一定是草直径的，就是软软的植物，没有木的，它就要爬，因为要找阳光。Yeah, take more are always for non-woody. Non-woody means they don't have woody stems. They are soft. They always rely on climbing. Okay, tendril. Twining stems can. No, because grape is not twining stems. Grape is called tendrils. These are called tendrils. Twining is like that one. If this is a tree, twining is like that. It's like snake like that. But grapes, these are called the tendrils. A bit different to be exact Okay. So next, name the trapezium related. So climb is what? Trapezium. Climb is called the easy. Take more trapezium. Okay. Climb. Take more trapezium. Everybody following? You good? Two example of other plant. Answer here. Cucumber, morning glory, strawberry. What else? Passion fruit, tendrils, pumpkin, watermelon. Yeah, something like that. 现在is here Cucumber and morning glory. Ngam you can write cucumber, morning glory. Okay. Potato can Potato twining? No potato is not twining, right? Pumpkin need object to support one man. Not the fruit of course the leaf. The leaf need to grow up for sunlight also The fruit, the pumpkin, the veg is just on the ground lah. But the plant itself has tendrils. They need to better to have structure to go up a bit to get sunlight and photosynthesis. Okay. State one difference between trapezium you mentioned in A2 and nestic. There you go. Trapezium that we mentioned versus nestic. Actually doesn't matter what trapezium, doesn't matter Tigmore, hydro, geo, as long as trapezium versus nestic. Okay. I think I mentioned this at the very first part. Trapezium always have direction. I always look for sunlight. I always look for gravity. I always look for water. I always look for sunlight and climb for trapezium. Then for nestic is no direction, not permanent. So we will do a comparison side by side lah. One is directional, one is non-directional, something like that. Okay. Watermelon can, but if you want to write really climbing one, then those that we mentioned, cucumber, passion fruit, morning glory, strawberry, those are really climbing. Like watermelon and pumpkin, they are not really, but they have tendrils. They don't really climb. I mean, the fruit is too heavy, right? Okay, you good? Question B. I think we still can muscle chapter 2 a bit. We can enter chapter 2 with the lungs, the mechanism model. So after this, after we finish the plan, we will go to that. Hi teacher, does it have recording? You mean the class now? Yeah, it's recorded. Then it will be in DTC YouTube later on the week. You all can, whoever needs to rewatch again. No need to request, my students or students of DTC, if you are original student, don't have to fill up form, just watch at the YouTube. And for everybody, whoever wants to rewatch, just go to the DTC YouTube. They will upload. Okay. Can I say Pygmalion trapezium is to give plant support and nestic if it is for self-defense? Mm. Mm. That's not opposite of each other. That's not, how should I say? Usually differences, we need to be directly head-to-head differences. 你明白我的意思吗？就是它可以这样，它不可以这样。So it has to be like directly opposite. What you wrote is give plant support versus self-defense. That's like the function. That's not like head-to-head differences. So usually differences, we do head-to-head differences. You understand? During year end, Mr. Hassan wants to plant long bean. Long bean also need to climb. Long bean needs to climb. How can you modify with okay lah, we do a netting we do netting for the plants to climb. Okay, so drawing lah, like everybody is actually next page. It looks like that. You know what? Let's not waste time drawing because it might take up. Sometimes you'll take a picture or you'll get the answer sheet later on. Okay, or you all can screenshot for now. So basically, you can do a 3D drawing if you want to draw a nicer one, up to you. As long as you allow the netting for climbing. You know what I mean? This is not really 3D. You all can do like 3D type like that. Something like that. Yeah, that's okay. So the explanation, everybody. Let's not waste time drawing. You can always refer to the answer, yeah? So wooden sticks and nets provide support for the long beans so that they can wind upwards, they can climb upwards to receive sunlight for photosynthesis. Okay, the drawing, no rush. Everybody copy the explanation first, take a picture of take a screenshot now. or you'll just download the answer sheet later on. I will upload to PTC link 3 as well. The same link lah, huh? For yeah, everyone can get it from the same link. For my students, if you want just a quick one, that you can scan the little dinosaur on my book, the little dinosaur QR code. I will upload later on, okay? What will happen if a Tegmotropism plant doesn't have any support and structure to climb upwards? You get lesser sunlight, you won't die, but you get lesser sunlight. So competition, other will climb higher. Then you lose competition. Eventually, you will die. Eventually. Okay? Okay. 11.3 shows the observation of a plant after 2 weeks. Explain this one, what tropism? Explain why shoots grow up and root grow down. Oh, okay. Shoot go up must be what? Must be phototropism. Why grow up? Huh? Get sunlight. What are you talking about? Grow up and get sunlight. Oh, roots grow down. Roots grow down is for what? Is for gravity? Geotropism. Actually, you want to write water also can. Yeah, if you want to write water, so there's two. Gravity or water also can. Then we write the function. Gravity for what? To grip the soil for support. Or if you write water, is to obtain water and mineral salt. By the way, here. Yeah, we are probably just going to write the function. Okay? So both sides. Why should go up? Should go up to get sunlight. Why root go down? Root go down to get water, or we can say gravity if you want to. Then your answer have to change. You have to change the gravity answer. But I think this one water more suitable because even you put like that, right? That's not a proper support. Like the plants is not really getting proper anchor or proper support to the soil, right? Wood. So all the tropism, right? The function you read through a bit, each of them. At least you know what to answer, or at least you remember the keywords. Okay, so photo is for sunlight, to obtain sunlight. Geo is to obtain gravity for support. Hydro is to obtain water and minerals. And Tegmo is to climb. So 四个大家要背Phototropism 是找阳光，你就记重点就好了，就是找阳光 ，that's it。OK，然后 water 的话就是找水，下去找水，还有 mineral salt。然后 geo 的话就是找地心引力 gravity for support。然后 Tegmo 是攀爬 for 阳光，四个不了。At least you remember keywords. Green plants need 4 factor for photosynthesis. From the 4 factor, can you write photosynthesis? Wow. Since when? Form 1 chapter 2 leh. It's not even in your form. It's not even in your form 3, isn't it? I'm not sure. I forgot. I don't think it's your form 3 chapter 1. You don't have the equation. But do you remember the 4 factors for photosynthesis? What do you all need? You need to remember. Okay, this one a bit like you have to recall a bit. So the equation sounds like that. Carbon dioxide plus water, arrow, sunlight above, chlorophyll below, glucose plus oxygen. And then you all need to remember respiration, the opposite. Glucose plus oxygen, arrow becomes CO2 and water and energy. The Terbalik equation. The Terbalik equation. Teacher, based on this specific diagram, is the geotropism or hydro acceptable or both? Either one, because we don't have to explain both. You can either choose hydro or you can either choose gravity. Both is also okay. Both is also okay. Sunlight and chlorophyll can terbalik. Oh, cannot. Sunlight must be on top, chlorophyll must be bottom. 太阳在上面嘛，阳光上面来。Remember, sunlight comes from above. Chlorophyll is the leaves. So must be in the correct sequence. Everybody okay? Equation? Is this question famous in exam? I assume that most exams, most teacher or most school, for trapezium, they must come out at least like one question. No? So yes, trapezium is important, everybody. Trapezium is important. Please make sure you read through. Okay, trapezium, important. Okay, shall we go touch and go chapter 2 a bit? At least we do the lung question or whatnot. Chapter 2. Okay, chapter 1 is crazy as we just took about 2 hours or 1.5 just to get through chapter 1. But of course, I do quite detailed. I didn't like rush through, so that's why it takes more time to go through. So let's go to chapter 2. Again, section B for you, not doing it. Maybe let's do mechanism. Okay lah, mechanism like 33 everybody. Mechanism. 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 Exam until what chapter? I don't know leh. You need to ask your school teacher. Different school different leh. Got school until chapter 3, got school until chapter 4, got school until chapter 5 also leh. CHS CHS 3 only, 3.2 only, 3.2. 3.1 for DJ, lagi short, 3.1 lagi short. School until chapter 4. See, got school until chapter 4. Only chapter 2. Okay, got school only chapter 2. Different school. Every school is so different. Yeah, good for you lah. Whoever has shorter chapters. Got school chapter 4 leh. That one Okay, question 9. Oh, GG. Do you remember all the parts? Name parts of human represented. Okay, everybody, the keyword here is human. Can we write down human? You better not write balloon. You write human part. Can you do P, Q, R, S? Can you do that? Go, go, go. Right. My exam until Bab 1 only. Yeah. That one called exam meh? Bab 1? That one called have fun exam. I think that's called checkpoint, isn't it? Like short one. Is everybody okay? So P obviously is the trachea, human parts, trachea. And then Q is coming down here. I think it's the bronchus. Q can be bronchus because it's lower lah. Q is lower, right? Okay, bronchus. And then R is the balloon. Balloon is lung 我们要写人的 part 大家写人的 part 不是写这个非生物的部分。Okay, you good? Okay, then R, lungs, done. And then S, so obvious, the bottom one. Okay, good. Okay, so jump next. What is the breathing process occur when rubber sheet pull down? Pull down, pull down, pull down is inhale or exhale or pull down is, I think these are very basics that you're okay, right? Pull down means the balloon become bigger, means inhale, okay? Then the lung become bigger, the balloon become bigger, so it's called inhalation. If you need the spelling, is here lah, inhalation. Inhalation. What is P again? What is P again? What is P again? I show you. Vinisha, P. What do you think? P is pointing about this one, right? So it's the trachea. P is trachea. The Q a bit lower lah, lower here, right? Then we do bronchus lah for your Q. Okay, good. Explain process mentioned in B, like in human. Okay, your answer has to be human parts. You cannot talk about balloon. You cannot talk about trachea. You must talk about human part. Do you remember inhalation process? Need to memorize it. Need to memorize it. Inhalation process. Ta-da! GG. a lot. Okay, so at least you need to know the parts. No? So when you inhale, what happens? When you want to inhale, your intercostal muscle will contract, your rib cage will move up and out, right? Yeah, intercostal muscle contract, rib cage up and out, diaphragm contract and flatten. Okay, yeah, we make it shorter. Yeah, thoracic cavity increase, pressure decrease, air go in. Basically, all the darker words we combine to explain. This one also need to memorize. Not easy, right? Try to read both sides. Inhalation memorize, then exhalation terbalik. At least your, I think you at least write down one time for both. Memorize yourself. When you got time, you write down exhalation down here maybe, just to opposite all the keywords. At least you know how to explain the inhalation and exhalation for human. For the mechanism, for the jar, for the bell jar, and the balloon one is just below in my short notes, then you memorize the same way. Can plastic jar be rib cage? Plastic jar, rib cage. Actually can one, either rib cage or we call thoracic cavity. Actually both acceptable. Rib cage or thoracic cavity. Sorry, I missed out your question. Cookie to answer your question. Okay. 考试忘记怎么办？这个是这个是这个是 GG Simida。If 你忘记，then 你尽量写哦，想到什么就写哦，没有办法哦。If 你忘记，你 try to think about my face maybe it will help a bit. I don't know. I don't know. Do whatever you can. If you don't remember, think of my face. Maybe my face can help you to remember. Or worst come to worst, opposite. Makes you forget about everything. I'll start blushing. Okay. Well, that's a bit special. Where, if I'm not mistaken, your name is a boy, right? You blush. Okay. You good, everybody? D, shall we? What is the breathing process that occur when rubber? Okay, this one opposite. Rubber sheet push up. Just now, pull down is inhale, push up must be. You okay? Okay, please help yourself. For D, let's go to E, shall we? Okay, a thin rubber sheet is used in the model instead of a thick rubber sheet. Why? Okay, we want to use a thin rubber rather than a thick rubber. Okay, this one, I mean, a bit not from the front part, but why do we use a thin? I mean, logic can help you a bit. You want to use a thin rubber so that you can pull. If the rubber is too thick, difficult to pull, then the effect is not so obvious. Okay, so you want to have a thin rubber sheets for you to pull. So we call that as what? Can be pulled easily, can be stretched easily. I think both acceptable. Can be pulled or can stretch easily. Then for those who are okay and done for that, you all can continue the steps of inhalation. This one you can find from short notes also. Need to memorize the sequence. When you breathe in, the air goes into your nostril, then into your nasal, and then all the way down. Can you figure out? Or you can find in my short notes. Yeah, can you figure out the steps all the way down? Okay, is everybody good? Continue, continue, fill up this one. Are you all catching up? Catching up? Fill up inhalation sequence where air passes by. 你要写那个次序哦，是进去哦，吸气啊，不是呼气。呼的话就调转哦，就从 alveolus 开始，现在是进去的次序。Going in, inhalation, exhalation terbalik. Need to fill up sequence. See, this is when the question tests the labeling. Not necessary always ask you to label, like this kind of thing, label, 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 label. They might test you the names and the labeling by asking you the sequence. Okay, good. Please memorize. Okay, like G. Structure X prevent food from entering trachea. So prevent choking. Do you know what is the name of the part that stops the food from going into your trachea? It's here. Ta-da! It's called the epiglottis. Okay? Epiglottis. Everybody got it? Epiglottis. That's to cover your trachea. When you swallow, it will be pushed down and cover your trachea so that the food can slide backwards. Okay? Okay, cool. Right. Next, last. Explain how X function when a person is breathing. Okay, like breathing. How epiglottis work when breathing. Breathing need to close or not? Swallow need to close ma? Breathing need to close? No. Breathing do not need to close. You just need to open up both. 两边都开哈 epiglottis 上去 epiglottis 就是 move up, allow air to enter. So you can breathe into your stomach and you can breathe into your lung at the same time. Esophagus is to your stomach. Trachea is to your lung. So breathing, what happened? There, we copy this one, the whole thing. Okay. Epiglottis, move up. Trachea, open. Epiglottis, move up. Trachea, open. Even 2 hours is not enough to finish everything, isn't it? Right? But I hope this short little 2-hour session able to help you to brush up some work. So remember, everybody, before you all go, remember what I say. Do more work, spend more time doing work than reading. Don't spend too much time reading. Spend more time on working. Okay. Now, as I say, answer will be posted in the same link. You all can download the answer probably by tomorrow. Then for my students, please keep your seminar material. I might need to use in normal class. Just have it with you if you go to physical class. Okay, cool. Lastly, thank you for everybody switching your time with me. That we have to change to 3 to 5 p.m. Thank you very much for your time. Peace, everybody. See you. Goodbye. Goodbye.